Hello, welcome to our first ever episode of Rushmore. Today, I'm joined by...
Josue President II.
Carson Rogers.
Sir Hill.
And I am Michael Nguyen. I will be the host of today's podcast episode. So today, gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the top 4 quarterbacks of all time.
Okay.
All right. So you have to all decide on what your top 4 quarterbacks are and make sure you guys all agree on the same quarterback.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's make sure it's respectful, nice and fair. You know, keep this clean, right? Above the belt. All right.
Above the
But before we start that, could you guys introduce yourselves and a little bit of what you do and what you've done for the football team?
Okay, well, again, my name's Josue President II. Came out as a quarterback a long time ago. Injuries took me away. Now a GA tight ends coach for university. Been doing that for a year. Just completed my last year. So yeah.
My name's Sir Hill. Came in as a safety, played linebacker, played D-line. Now I'm back to linebacker. All conference at a couple positions, and currently going to my last year.
Sir, my name's Carson Rogers. I'm going into my last year as well. Play quarterback. Been a 2-year starter, going on 3, and a couple all-conference accolades, and going for All-American this year and national championship. So,
Sir.
All right. So, gentlemen, let's get this conversation started.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just all come to agreement. Tom Brady, number 1.
Tom Brady.
We can do that.
I mean,
Okay.
that's kind of hard to say otherwise.
Yeah. Who do you? I just want to hear your side because you come from a different aspect,
Right.
So who do you?
Dark
think?
side.
Yeah, dark side.
Who I think number 1?
Well, no. Just who's in your Mount Rushmore?
My top 4, I had Tom Brady.
Yeah,
I went Peyton Manning.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
All right, this is where it's going to get tricky. I had Joe Montana,
I also agree with that.
and I had Drew Brees.
Hell no.
That's the craziest thing.
Wow.
I had Drew Brees over Aaron Rodgers. Yes, I did.
Okay, I had my Drew Brees one, and I'm saying this because I can already see it. Patrick Mahomes already in the top 4. That's just me. For what he's done already, comparison to the GOAT at that age is phenomenal.
I mean,
Top 4, but squeaking in at 4.
4,
Barely.
yeah.
Hey,
barely
it's
at
top
4.
4.
I can see it, but like, I think it's too early.
Okay. First off, Peyton Manning is not a top 4 quarterback.
How?
Wow.
Ever.
Whoa.
How?
That's-
Wow.
that's nowhere
Whoa.
close.
Do you think
Hot
Eli's
take.
better?
That's.
Or do you just not
Uh,
like the Manning family?
I want to hear your top 4 now.
I mean, no, I don't think Eli's better because I think Eli's actually
Okay.
pretty garbage. Actually.
Yeah, I agree.
But-
Peyton's better.
But Peyton wasn't. He wasn't that good. I mean, he was good, but he ain't a top 4. He's not even top 5. He's like 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
See how I snuck in the 6'7"? I peeped that.
Yep.
But just,
I like Breeze ain't top 4 either.
Whoa.
So what is
Yeah,
your top 4?
Yeah, I want to hear.
Yeah,
it.
we didn't get
just
to
agree
that.
with everybody.
All right, we're gonna go Brady at 1.
okay.
I had Montana at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, we live Montana.
Marino at 3.
No.
No.
Oh no.
Absolutely not.
Don't get me
and
started with him.
Mahomes at 4.
Don't get me started with
That's my
Marino.
4.
You have Marino over Drew
Marino
Brees.
is the most. Marino's like bottom 10.
You have
No.
Marino over Peyton Manning.
Here's why. Here's why.
As a ball ripper, he could rip it the best.
I get he changed the game.
He threw for crazy amount of
I know.
yards.
I know, man. You're gonna hate what I have to say later about
No,
him.
I mean, go ahead.
It's just-
you're gonna say he's the most overrated.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just he didn't win a Super Bowl. Like that was his whole. That's my deal against him. You know.
Yeah, which I mean, that's
surely
fair.
someone in the top 4 has to have a ring. You know, that's. I mean,
That's a valid point.
that's. I mean, if you're
But-
considered to go, you gotta be a winner.
But he could rip it.
So my
Absolutely
question
spin
is,
it,
like, what are you guys going to be using for your top 4? Like, what is in consideration? So you said
At
rings
least,
count,
at
right?
least a ring.
Okay.
At least one.
And you're talking about athleticism and just, like, physical prowess, right?
A little bit.
All right. So, like, we got to decide on what characteristics are going to be fitting for the top 4. Like, what are we going to be basing our top 4 off of?
Are we forgetting about accuracy? Like Drew Brees is one of the most accurate quarterbacks ever.
Mm.
What do we? There's no
He was a
defend-
slant machine.
There was no
Slant
defense.
machine.
There's no
what's that
defending-
guy?
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas.
There's
It's
no
always-
Slant demon.
Yeah.
We talking about his older years. Like, there's no defending a perfect pass. Like, there's no defense for a perfect pass. So
And
like,
he didn't throw
accuracy
too many
plays,
perfect passes.
but accuracy plays a big part.
It does.
I think
I agree.
what ruins it for me for Drew is kind of the ending.
The ending, yeah,
is what kind of like the game left him before he left the
Yeah.
game. You know. So whereas
shoulder was gone. He couldn't throw
Mhm.
over 30 yards.
Then he had the thumb surgery.
Yeah,
Ruined him.
I'll say this about Drew Brees: there ain't too many 5'11", 5'10" guys like that in the NFL that can carve up any defense at any time.
Right.
I'll give that about Drew Brees.
But he's not top 4.
He's not top 4 though, but he's
So aren't you agreeing right now? It's Tom Brady for sure.
right.
Okay. You have I don't know what you're doing about Patrick. I know Carson.
Montana was at 2.
Montana
We all
2.
agreed at Montana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Montana's in there.
I can
I had
agree.
him at 3, but
I mean,
So what do those guys have in common that you guys are like, this is the top for sure?
Well, I mean, he's just a winner.
Winners.
Rings,
Rings.
winners, and also just the mentality of it.
So mentality and like the stuff they gotten from their career,
Yeah.
you think will be what determines y'all's top 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but we could also just make it a physical thing too, and then Brady's not even in there. Got like A-Rod in there.
So you're telling me you're taking up Tom Brady out?
Favre. I mean, that's a crime. You can't. Take
Yeah,
Brady
I
out,
know.
but
yeah. What are we basing off
Josh
of?
Allen.
Because notice how nobody had a running quarterback in there for real.
Well,
How many
what are you gonna say?
Hall of Fame? I mean, Steve Young was probably like the first
Yeah.
true run and gun runner,
And was a winner.
and won.
Like, yeah.
How many's Lamar won?
Or if you forget about Michael Vick.
Yeah, and Vic. How many did Vic
The
win?
the most craziest thing Vic's done is just gone 99 speed on Madden. That's probably his best accolade.
Man, Chico.
No, really, but I mean, besides what happened off the field, don't want to mention poor dogs, but I just don't think he was impressive enough. I don't even have him in my top 10. If we're top 10, if
Because
anything,
he hasn't won anything.
well, it's just like he had a hell of an arm, cool, slung it like crazy when he was at the Eagles, but to get back on topic though, Tom Brady, Montana. I mean, what Mahomes?
What? Where did Peyton Manning go wrong?
Yeah, that's
a real good
also-
question.
This is going on Peyton Manning. Okay, he just wasn't that good.
Wow.
Oh, like
Wow.
Physically,
he was smart.
mentally was there. Mentally was there,
course.
but he wasn't Brady smart. And physically, I just could never. I just can't stand the way he throws a football. The way the ball looks coming off his hand. And he didn't win. I mean, he won, but
yeah, more than Dan Marino.
yeah, I know. But also that era. Well, actually, that era was probably the best era of football.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you had a dominant Drew Brees giving him a run. I mean, that
Brees,
Super Bowl
Brady.
game that, yeah. That's why, because I even
He's also. I'm just a Texans fan. He was in our division for freaking
it comes
however
out
long.
fine. It comes out
And
fine.
I just couldn't stand the guy. All right, I could not stand the guy.
There it is. There it is.
And I can't stand his freaking ESPN Monday night TV show with Eli. And
Truth comes out, man.
Sure, it comes. It was
Just
it was
So
boring.
you just hating on.
I
Peyton
mean, you
Manning.
can maybe throw me. I just really don't believe he's a top. He's like 5.
Okay, what can Dan Marino do that Peyton Manning can't?
Rip it.
I mean,
He was a better quarterback. He threw the best ball out of any quarterback ever.
no,
That's crazy.
no.
Mhm.
I don't. So.
It's the truth. That's what my dad told me. So
Have you ever
I'm
watched
gonna
a
stand
Dan
on
Marino
business.
game?
I watched Dan Marino highlights for it.
Yeah. Isn't he like a quarterback coach in Miami now or something like that? He has some
No.
affiliation with them.
He's
still.
a owner or something.
Oh,
It's kind of like how
okay.
Elway is.
Yeah.
How Elway is.
Heck, Elway's better than Marino.
I had
Elway has three rings.
I don't know about that though.
I'm just saying, like, and he was good. And he was a physical quarterback.
So we're having a bit of trouble choosing number 4.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a question that could like help us lead to the right direction.
Okay.
Okay. So who is like your number 5 or 6? Who almost made the list?
It was John. I think mine was John.
What?
John
Owe?
was definitely not. No. I mean, because Big Ben did everything that John did. Like, honestly,
I like Big Ben.
Big Ben did,
I'm a big.
was a
I'm a big
better
Ben
John
fan.
Elway.
So do you think they would like push the top 4? Because we gotta agree on top 4,
Not Ben.
right?
Ben's
Not Ben.
nowhere
I
close.
had Patrick.
Ben had an amazing rookie year.
Yeah.
Phenomenal rookie year. And then, I mean, won a Super Bowl too.
Y'all can throw Manning in there at 4. Or, yeah, I don't care.
I mean, did you have Drew Brees? Did y'all like 4 and 5?
No.
No.
Just don't talk about Drew, please.
Why don't we like Drew Brees?
All right, yeah. I want you to like what about Drew Brees? Are you like, no, he's like my top 4. Like he has to be there.
Accuracy, like he's so accurate. Like there's no defense for a perfect pass, and I feel like he drops it every time.
What do y'all think?
And he's shorter, so it's kind of harder for him.
Aaron Rodgers. Put Aaron Rodgers in my top 4.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers is
Yes.
at my 5.
Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Peyton Manning.
No.
Whoa.
And
Can
Drew
we
Brees.
stop?
No. I'll
Drew
give you Drew Brees.
And Marino. Actually, kick Marino out of my 4.
I'm glad you came to your
A-Rod.
senses.
A-Rod
I
is
can-
my fourth Q.
I can say that because I had Aaron Rodgers at my 5, but
I can't say A-Rod.
Well,
Aaron
he's
Rodgers.
definitely not better
then the
than Peyton
conversation
Manning.
continues.
He's not better than Peyton Manning.
Conversation continues.
Aaron
Do you agree?
Rodgers is better
He's
than
not
Peyton
better.
Manning.
He's not better than Peyton Manning.
No, he's not. I'm sorry.
What does Aaron Rodgers do that's better than Peyton Manning?
Okay, the way
athletic.
he flicks the ball, man.
Okay, yeah, that's
Prior
yeah,
to
that's okay.
now it goes back to what Drew Brees. I feel like they're having a similar downfall.
Well,
Just more Aaron Rodgers is more on the mindset, physical stuff. I mean,
We
no, he's
talking
unsigned right now. He has no job right now.
Dude, Peyton Manning had better teams. A-Rod was throwing he made Jordy Nelson into
No,
elite
don't
wide
discredit
receivers.
Jordan Nelson
Don't
was
just-
elite.
He was
was
of
elite.
A-Rod
Oh.
because who was throwing him the rock? Jordy was good, but
Devontae
I mean,
Adams. He had also Devontae
I mean,
Adams.
Devontae Adams. He's
yeah.
an elite receiver, but Peyton Manning
Crosby.
had like Reggie Wayne
when he was in his
Peyton Manning always had guys
flick the
around,
ball to Eddie
always.
Lacy.
I mean,
He's more athletic. He can throw it better. Like how is he not a better quarterback than Peyton Manning or Drew Brees?
Oh shoot!
Peyton won
What's your
more.
deal against Aaron Rodgers? You said that
Yeah,
you
Well, with your crap with old Peyton, it's mine too. I'm a Cowboys fan. You know.
so he destroyed y'all.
Okay, relax.
Y'all
I'm
run
destroyed.
into A-Rod in the playoffs every year.
And I
what
feel like
happens?
the one thing that kind of ticks me off is that A-Rod did win his Super Bowl in Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Mm.
That hurt. That hurt watching. But I grew up liking him too. Like as I got older and more into the game, I learned to appreciate him more.
Yep.
So like, yeah, I could see him in top 4. It's just like I'm just a little disappointed he just didn't get more wins and like more rings. I feel like he's a deserving quarterback to have that.
yeah.
I mean, especially with his deal with when he was behind Brett Favre, and then Brett Favre was like, "I'm not paid to train this guy." And then things happened with Brett. He came in, and it was smooth sailing after one rough season. So, but I can agree. Bites my tongue, but I can agree with A-Rod being at 4.
So
I had him
4?
at 5. I don't mind putting him over Drew Brees because I was kind of iffy about those two, but
So we locking in? Like
You got
y'all
Aaron
gotta
Rodgers?
agree.
you got Aaron Rodgers.
So
at 4?
you agree with Pat, right?
in 4? No, it's too early.
Mm.
Well, me and him had Pat.
Well, I had Pat at like 6. So
Pat's kind of have to be in here but I really don't even like Pat Mahomes. Like, honestly, I don't.
If his
really
career
think,
ended today, if Patrick Mahomes retired today, he is like gonna be a Hall of Famer with his career.
oh,
alone.
definitely.
Which means he's got to be one of the greats already with his career. More rings than some of the greats we're naming right now.
he can't read.
But,
He
like-
can't read a defense though.
The dude
No.
could.
No, he just plays recess ball. That's all he can do.
And he
But
won.
honestly, that's kind of
And,
harder
and,
to
and,
stop.
and I know you find it personal because of what he did to the Texans when y'all were up 23-3.
That's crazy.
And we lost this past year too.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. I know.
He's instigating, bro. He's gonna
I'm
take
just- It's just, you got Pfizer Boy at tight end. You have Prima Donna at court. The Chiefs, man. How do you like the Chiefs? They had the devil voodoo magic with
Yeah.
T Swift and
Hey, I said
and
that
the
with
sweet.
Brady. Wouldn't Bill? Turns out Bill needed Tom. That's just me. But
Of course.
Bill needed him a Blue Jay is all he needed.
no, but I'm still sticking with Patrick in my top 4.
So it's A-Rod versus Pat right now. Right? Is that what we're talking about? Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes?
I was going A-Rod versus Peyton Manning, but
Yeah. Oh, because that was your
Wait,
good
I don't
too.
know.
So,
Just
I'll
y'all
take-
think Patrick has already been Drew Brees?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Already?
Drew Brees is like 6 or 7.
And also, it's like, for me, I feel like what Patrick is to the game is like what Curry did to the game with basketball.
Yeah.
Like, just completely
That's true.
changed everything. Like that's our Stephen Curry right there. Annoying, but every now and then you're just like, dang, look at this guy go.
But football is way different now than it was in the past.
Right.
Like Patrick Mahomes
It's
get away
rigged.
with, he get away with a lot of stuff that Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, them in their prime was not getting away with.
Well, they couldn't do what he does. Like he has like literally a God-given talent. Like
Oh no, definitely. But like
I still have him in my top 4.
So we got
rule changes.
Brady at 1.
Yes.
Who's at 2?
Joe.
Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Who's at 3?
Patrick.
Okay, we'll slide.
Okay, or you put Aaron at 3.
No, we'll slide Patty.
Manning.
We'll slide Patty at 3.
I'll,
So
I'll-
4 is between A-Rod or Peyton Manning. From what I'm hearing, we may have to ask Siri or something. to flip a coin.
I
pull
like
up the
Drew Brees.
stats. I'm
Who's it? Y'all both have Peyton over A-Rod. Let's be real here. We gotta
yeah.
do a table vote. If I'm outnumbered, I'm outnumbered. It is what it is.
I have Peyton. That's just me.
But y'all are crazy. But
No, we gotta agree.
Peyton can.
This isn't a democratic vote. This is we all agree to this one person.
Well, the thing is, I can
What do we-
agree
Are we
with.
talking about career or are we talking like actual being a
What do
quarterback?
you think?
both.
Peyton had the better career, but I think Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback.
But what metric?
I feel like Aaron Rodgers can do a lot more than Peyton Manning can.
You know, I can. When you say it like that, yeah. I
Career-wise, 2. How many rings does Peyton have? 1.
could, 2.
I think just 1 with Denver.
I thought he won with the Colts.
No, they lost to the. No, they lost to the Saints, but they won another one before that, huh?
Saints?
After.
I don't know.
I mean,
That's
if
why
it's
I
just
looked it
even if it's a 1 Super Bowl difference,
It's still a difference.
I'd give it to Aaron.
But Aaron's got a ring too, though. Like he's won a ring.
Yeah. I
He's still playing,
Mickey.
and I just like Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people hate him and
Oh,
just how
yeah.
he is.
Yeah. No, he's different for sure.
He's a different cat,
Yeah.
but he's a truther. He's all about the truth. He thinks our
He's
government.
unwoke.
Thinks our government's. No, he's not woke. He's like the opposite of woke.
I know. I said
He's
unwoke.
like, oh, he's like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
unwoke. Thinks our government's corrupt. He thinks.
Especially after watching that documentary.
You
though.
watched that? I watched that too.
That was a good documentary. Yeah, I still want him to
gotta
run
run for vice
Yeah,
president.
run for vice president. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm cool. I'm
So A-Rod at 4.
you like
From
you,
what I'm hearing?
you solidified it by
I'm a
asking.
Steelers fan. I'm going Peyton Manning.
Ah,
Dang.
no.
What?
You just said that
Okay, I
Aaron
feel like-
Rodgers is a better quarterback.
But
you
we
just
got to
said
go.
that.
Yeah, I did. But we got to
Your
go
words.
by career. We have to go by
Your-
career
Okay,
though.
but career.
weird-
It's
you're
not
not
that
really
far
career.
off.
No, it's the same.
No, it's
Even if it's a
How
one,
many MVPs does A-Rod have? Like 4, 5.
We-
Like so,
A-Rod
most
was
of them
like
were
that,
like
man.
Oh, we go-
consecutively.
fine. We can put A-Rod in 4 then.
so you agree? We come to an agreement. That's our top 4.
All right, so let's go ahead and name the top 4 quarterbacks. Our Mount Rushmore
Mm-hmm.
for this episode.
Okay. Tom Brady.
Okay.
Joe Montana.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Okay.
and Aaron Rodgers.
How we feeling, sir?
We got Patrick over Aaron Rodgers already.
Got more rings.
Yeah.
And they're basically the same kind of quarterback.
Just
I can see it. Patrick can do
Patrick
more.
just has a little bit more devilish side to him.
But football
you know?
has changed.
Okay, so what?
They played in like the same. They're still playing in the same era.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is old now,
I know.
Bro can rip it.
but like,
He still got it though.
Yeah.
oh, definitely.
Is he about to be on the Steelers?
Yeah.
I know. So why are you hating on A-Rod? He's
gotta-
about to be a Steeler.
You gotta publicly show that you want the guy on your team.
Yeah, you don't want A-Rod.
Hey.
You're good with Mason Rudolph, is what you're saying?
No, absolutely not. I would take Aaron Rodgers over Mason Rudolph any day of the week.
All right, there we have it.
Yeah.
Top four.
Top four.
Next question. All right. The most overrated quarterback of all time. Go.
Dan Marino, without a doubt.
Why Dan Marino?
He had no winning side. He actually, I'll take this back. He did win.
Yep.
Do a lot for in what you said earlier. He did change the game for sure. Bro ripped it,
Mhm.
but he just didn't win. Like, I feel like it's different if he had a ring to his name. That's the only thing.
Probably help. What about Jim Kelly, who lost like 4 Super Bowls? He was like 0-5 in Super Bowls in
Yeah.
his career.
No, I can agree.
It's a
with
team
you.
sport. Remember, football is
I
a
know.
team sport.
But
It takes
Carson.
11 guys.
Carson, we know this. You need a good quarterback.
Fair.
Yeah. And you say who?
John Elway.
He has 2 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowls.
I don't care.
Is this a whole Denver deal where you just don't like him?
No, I just.
Like, what's your deal?
What did John Elway do? Like,
One more than Dan Marino.
it's a team
Same.
sport. Like Carson said, it's a team sport. Like, okay, he won Super Bowls. Cool, he won 2 Super Bowls. But what did John Elway do that Ben Roethlisberger didn't?
I mean, you can say Ben's pretty overrated too.
Oh,
No, just kidding. No, I mean I can agree with Carson, but
Elway was all right. I mean, yeah, no, I agree. He was overrated.
okay.
I agree. Elway's overrated. But my top overrated quarterback is Brett Favre.
ooh,
It's actually a valid take.
that's a valid take.
I think Brett Favre was pretty overrated.
He was my favorite growing up, one of them, but yeah,
And his like persona off the field, which I like. He's a Mississippi boy
yeah.
through and through. But the crap he pulled with the Packers and stuff on, I'm not coming back, and then coming back.
Yeah, and then
not coming back.
goes
and
to
Y'all-
Vikings.
Yeah,
You
go
wanna
to
know
the
what's crazy?
Vikings and-
That's weird.
Huh.
Y'all's answers are completely different than what you put in.
I didn't put John Elway as my.
You put Peyton Manning as yours.
Really? I had Peyton in my top 4.
Oh no, okay, you said Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
You said
okay.
Peyton
I
Manning.
meant
That's
Manning.
valid, that's valid.
Yeah,
And you
I
said
meant
Kurt
Manning.
Warner or Drew Brees.
Yeah.
that's. Whoa.
Yeah, Drew
Why
Brees
is Drew
hate?
Brees getting hate?
Just he was accurate, but none too like wow. Like
He doesn't
you
have
know,
that wow factor you're thinking?
I don't know. He won games.
I was gonna say,
just-
win is not a wow factor. Win is hard.
yeah.
See, Brees was my most underrated quarterback of all time.
Mm.
I appreciate his size for a little guy. Little guy to stand back there. I can barely see what's going on, even being 6'5", 6'6", with having 6'1", 6'2" O linemen.
And then
Imagine being 5'11" with 6'5" O linemen all around.
and just delivering the ball accurately.
No, I know. I'm a Brees fan. Brees fan.
So what's with the Brees hate?
I don't know. Just
He was just
also
super
he
duper
was
spectacular.
just I don't know.
And he was tough.
What's crazy is like I liked him too because of the height thing,
Mhm.
but
He was tough.
I was just annoyed.
You gotta
about
love
him.
a tough quarterback.
Just annoying. I just don't like him.
I mean,
There's no like team relation. Like he didn't beat my team. Well, he did. But like I was honestly like when that whole deal happened against the Rams. That
the
fu-
PI.
yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
like that was awesome. Like I smiled that day.
And then the next year they had the Vikings score the Stephon Diggs touchdown
Yep.
with Case
the
Keenum.
Minnesota
Man.
Miracle.
Case Keenum
yeah,
just
that's
a better winner.
Interesting responses.
Yeah.
What about the opposite? The most underrated quarterback.
Underrated.
Oh,
I'm gonna let y'all talk, and I'll say what you guys said.
Actually,
I don't
forgot
remember.
who I said. I know. I'm gonna.
But there's a lot of underrated quarterbacks.
I know I said Drew Brees.
Who
He did say Drew
who
Brees.
did I say?
You said John Elway,
What?
Okay. Yeah.
and then you said Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hey, man, it's definitely
Is he underrated though?
No, he's
Like
overrated.
I'm not
Whoa.
that big of a football fan, and I know who Peyton Manning is. Like everyone knows who Peyton Manning is.
Yes.
There's no way
Yeah.
he's underrated if like that name is like a household name.
It is a household name. It's because his dad was in the NFL. It's a football family.
Yeah.
He wasn't that good at Tennessee.
You're right. He wasn't
I
actually.
mean, no, he wasn't.
He was okay. He wasn't nothing crazy.
Eli, don't even get me started on Eli. Eli
Beat Brady twice.
he
I'm
did
not a
beat
fan.
Brady twice, but
I'm not a fan of Eli at all.
I won't defend him either, only because
You
I'm a
can't
Cowboys fan.
defend.
He played for the
you can't
Giants.
defend Eli Manning.
Wow.
I won't. I will never.
Guess we all agree on one thing then. I just don't like Eli Manning, huh?
Yeah. I don't like him.
Arch is the truth. I'll say that. He'll be a great.
Welcome.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think it's too early to tell.
I think he'll be better.
Heisman this year. He runs like a 4.4 and can rip it.
I mean,
He's
there's a lot of quarterbacks that can do that.
No,
You don't think
Not a
so?
4-4.
not a Manning. Not with the Manning brain. He was born with a Manning brain.
But
He's
the
been watching
athleticism-
NFL film since he was in diapers.
I'm not saying that he won't be good. I just say it's too early to tell.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, gentlemen, I think we finally settled the Rushmore for us for the first episode. Just to recap, what was it? It was
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Montana.
Montana.
Okay.
Yeah. Patrick.
Froggy.
Uh huh.
And then Aaron Rodgers.
A-Rod.
All right. Cool. You guys have any last words, last remarks before we end this episode? Any promos for anything like that?
No, I have one last football take.
Okay.
Troy Aikman is in the top 10. Can we agree with that? For the short career he had.
No.
Squeaking in at 11.
No. No. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he's not
Are you putting
for his short-term career.
Are you putting Troy Aikman over Lamar Jackson?
Oh yeah, yeah, Super Bowls. Just saying. Yeah,
You tell me Troy Aikman is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Lamar Jackson is a running back.
That was
Lamar
crazy.
Jackson. I think he's
trolling.
I think he was definitely trolling.
A
That's
little
rage
bit.
bait.
Halfway.
Rage
But
bait.
He's a
I'm gonna-
quarterback.
I just want to fight for my boy Troy. I don't know.
Justice for Troy.
Justice for Troy.
What about Tony Romo? Where's he at?
I love Tony. I mean, he was like the first ever quarterback I like. Well,
Grew up
obviously-
watching.
Well, yeah, because he wore the star on his helmet, but he's not better than Troy.
Yeah.
Just never had that winning factor.
You got Troy at top 10.
Yeah,
I can't get past that.
I say he's. Oof.
We
I
just
may
named
make
Big
someone-
Ben or Troy Aikman?
Oh, Troy.
Big Ben. I mean,
No, I understand. It was a different time because I looked at the stats between debating who was better, Dan Marino or Troy. Dan Marino had twice as much stats. Like he had like twice as much passing yards. In Troy's time, it was more run game. Also, he had freaking
The greatest
the
O-line
O-line, the greatest
ever
running
running
back.
back.
And he had Michael
Oh.
Irving. You know,
The
which it's like
greatest running back got carried by his greatest O-line. But
yeah, but
you think Troy better than Drew? Sway.
yes,
Drew Brees.
yeah, I'll do it. And there's a bias factor too. You know.
Valid.
But it's just that he has wins to show. if it wasn't for Barry Switzer, or whatever his name is, Troy Aikman would have had a longer and a much more successful career. And I also don't like Barry because he was a head coach at Oklahoma. But
Any other closing remarks from you two?
There's no way Troy Aikman is better than Drew Brees. But
Justice for Drew?
yeah.
Okay.
I did Drew kind of bad.
I guess we'll leave it up to the audience to decide.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Justice
ask,
for who?
I'm gonna ask Cole Francis what he thinks about what I just said.
No, he's not gonna like it at all.
He's gonna feel like Drew Brees. No, but anything else, Carson?
A-Rod's my goat.
No.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us for our first ever episode. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.